guys, what is up? I am back today with another tiny house build, and this one was really exciting to do because this was actually based on a real life tiny house that I saw on this YouTube series, Living Big in a Tiny House, a series that I am so addicted to right now. So this house was particularly based on this single mum who had built this house right slap bang in the middle of nature, and she was trying to absorb as much nature into the property as possible. And yeah, she was a very outdoorsy person, obviously loved to be in touch with nature. And she built this fantastic veranda over her porch that had loads of plants over it and just sort of draping over, coming down into the seating area. And I just thought it looked so nice, and I really wanted to replicate that. One of the main features of this house was that it had 2 loft bedrooms that looked really impressive because she really wanted a separate room, one for her, one for her daughter. So it had this tiny little landing bit at the top of the stairs where the rooms connected, and she said it was nice that they could have their own private rooms, their own private spaces, but it was nice that they were connected by this little bit as well. So subliminally, she was always connected to her daughter, and that was just such a nice touch. And I thought, oh, I've got to put that into my build. And I did end up putting an actual family in here, a single mum with her daughter living in this house, because yeah, I just thought it would be just nice to just sort of replicate that episode of this series that I watched. The actual sizing and layout of the house was not much of a challenge because I kind of already knew what I wanted to do with it. I knew I wanted to have the bathroom downstairs, and I knew I wanted to have quite high walls, so I did the sort of mid-tier size walls. I wanted it to have quite a lot of height so it would fit in with the trees in its surrounding area in the landscape. The second story of the house was just normal size, because I wanted it more enclosed, so it's just a little bit more cozy. Because I think having your bedroom with tall walls just doesn't feel homey enough, and with the smaller walls it just made it a little bit more cozy. I didn't want loads of windows around the house. I think I put enough in just to bring enough natural light in and to be able to see outside as well, so that the outside looks like it's coming into the house as well. And as I said, yes, I wanted this to be a very nature loving house, so I did bring a lot of nature into the house. I tried to fill it with as much plants as I possibly could, but not too much that it looked like a jungle. You know, it still had to look like a house that people would live in, but I didn't want to overcrowd it with plants. I think I got the balance just about right. So I'm pretty happy with it. So I did put this massive tree in the mum's bedroom because I thought she seemed like the kind of person that would just have this tree, you know, just in her bedroom, just sort of like, just for a bit of decor, because obviously I think they're definitely not a fan of fake plants, especially considering the environment that they live in. I think they would definitely just have loads of real plants. This is obviously a plant that she's grown from seed. The upstairs landing was very interesting. I was desperate to make the bedroom separate. I actually could have made the daughter's bedroom separate, like an actual room, rather than a loft space. But I decided not to in the end, simply because I couldn't make the mum's bedroom into a walled off room. So in the end I decided to just make it one big landing space. But they do have their own private spaces. I think maybe I could have put some hanging dividers over the bedroom spaces themselves, just to sort of, you know, give them that sort of private space when they need it. So I suppose if you know, it is on the gallery. If you want to go look it up on the gallery, I'm Kitty Plum 88 on the gallery. So if you do want to download this and play with it, great. Maybe if you want to put some dividers in there yourself, that's fine, just to give it, you know, when you're actually playing with it, you know, they can have their own little space. One other thing I should probably point out, I did test out the functionality of this house. I'm not sure if it is all fully functional. I desperately tried. I think the downstairs is absolutely fine, but I did test out the upstairs and I couldn't get either of them to go into the bedrooms or do anything in the bedroom. So you might have to move some furniture around, because I did make this with move objects on. So I don't think it's fully functional. You might have to move, a little bit of furniture around, but it's only a case of just moving like the dresser or something. and maybe the chair in the kids' room, just so they can actually get to the beds. So if you do want to play with this, then that's fine. But yeah, do be aware that I don't think the upstairs is fully functional. But yeah, just do what you want with it. Play with it to your heart's content. So going back to what I said before, so the loft space with the bedrooms, I actually quite like that it's nice and open, that it's not like a bedroom, it's more of sort of 2 bedroom spaces rather than 2 bedrooms, if you know what I mean. So I think it was quite nice what I did with it. So they can have their own private space if you put a couple of hanging dividers up, but they're still kind of, the spaces are sort of incorporated into one. So the mum can always like look at what the daughter's doing. So she can always keep an eye on her, but give her own space when she needs it. The outside space I was actually quite happy with. I was going for natural looking, where the ground is all sort of, lumpy and bumpy and just like very random how an actual ground would be. I didn't want it all just level. And yes, I put a nice little stream around the back, so I can imagine them going fishing there and just play. Like I put a little bridge in as well, so it kind of feels like there might have been like a little house here that got knocked down like 100 years ago or something. So that's kind of what that little bridge is part of. So it's like a part of a building that used to be there, I think, and it just got left there, but the kid might play on it every now and again. It's still pretty sturdy. I mean, obviously I don't think you can actually play on it because it's debug, but they'll just walk right through it. But yeah, I mean, use your imagination, yeah. I mean, like that's what this is all about. It's down to interpretation. I deliberately left quite a lot of the ground, if you notice, on the left-hand side of the house. There's quite a bit of ground that is just green, that is just open. It's got nothing on it. I deliberately left that open. So if you wanted to do something yourself with that, put some planters out there or something. Maybe they can do a bit of gardening out there. So if you wanted to do something with that, if you wanted to download it on the gallery, again, my name is Kitty Plum 88, not just Kitty Plum 88, all one word. So if you want to download it on the gallery, then feel free to play with that to your heart's content and do whatever you want with that space. It's yours to play with. I mean, delete the whole thing if you want. I don't mind, I don't care. But yeah, overall, I think it's quite nice. I like the shape of it. I like the size of it. Again, I tried to sort of incorporate it with its surroundings as much as possible. You notice everything is very sort of dark and wood looking and natural looking. I wanted very bright white inside, just so you can, whatever you decorate the house with, it's going to all make it really pop, And, and a coffee table in the living room is just like one big stone. It's just like this nice like big stone coffee table that she's probably carved herself, chiseled it with her own hands, and a lot of the furniture is just like wicker and wood, and I wanted to make it look like it's all very natural and like she's sort of made a lot of the furniture herself. So yeah, I was quite happy with it overall. I think it went okay. And yeah, it's very different to what I usually build. I'm not used to building sort of modern houses like this. It's very out of my comfort zone, to be honest, but I'm glad I tried it and I ventured into sort of new territory for me. And I think it turned out quite well. I'm quite happy with the look of it. I think it works well. It blends in well with the surroundings. I don't have a lot of packs, so I don't really have a lot of worlds. And I don't think I really had, because the only sort of natural greenery looking worlds I have are Willow Creek and Newcrest, which I don't think are incredibly sort of natural looking, that sort of take you into that forest area. I don't really know what the other worlds look like because I don't have them, but if you can recommend like any sort of really nature green looking worlds for me, like which packs I should get, then please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas, because I'd really like to build some more houses like this, like right in the middle of nature. I'd love to build like something by a beach as well. I've heard, I think, is it Island Living? I think it's Island Living that gives you like a beach and like sand and stuff, or is it literally you have to build houses on a beach? I have no idea. Again, if you want to let me know about these packs, then please let me know in the comments below, because I don't know about half these packs and what they do. The next pack I want to get is Eco Lifestyle, because I've seen some of the content in there and some of the items you can use, and it looks absolutely incredible. It looks like all homemade stuff and like recycled furniture and things like that, and I'm really into that. I can't wait to get it and like build my own sort of recycled eco house. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. I think that's going to be the first thing I do when I get the pack. I'm just going to build like a massive eco house. I've seen a lot of people doing it and it just looks so much fun. Like the content looks so nice. So yeah, I think my next build I'm planning on doing is I want to build a tiny house but for base game, because I don't have a lot of packs. I've got about 5 or 6, so not a lot at all. I mean, I would love all the packs. I'm not gonna lie, I would love all the packs, but you know, I'm not made of money. You know, I'm not that rich. I can't afford it all. I haven't had the game that long either. I've had this game like 6 months. I've had it since November 2020. So whatever month it is that you're watching this, you know, that's how long I've had it. So I'm not a Sims veteran either, you know, I'm just doing these builds just because I like doing it and it's just fun and I just like putting them up on YouTube. So the reason, I get distracted easily. The reason I was going to build a tiny house base game was because I just want to build a tiny house, like a sort of starter home house. Not everyone, like me, has all the packs, and some of them don't even have, some of them only have base game. If you do like this content, please help support my channel and like and subscribe. If you want to come see me build live, then I do stream every Friday at 1 PM on Twitch. I sometimes, very occasionally, stream throughout the week, you know, when life doesn't get in the way. If I have a bit of free time, I might do it. And if you want to see when I'm actually streaming and keep up to date, then join my Discord, and I'm also on Twitter. All the links to all this stuff is in the description below. So if you'd like to come join my community, then I would very much appreciate it, guys. I do hope you like the sexy little moving animations I did at the beginning and at the end. I decided instead of pictures, I'm just going to do like some cool sort of camera work because I think it looked quite nice. So yeah, let me know what you think about that as well, because if you think it's cool, if you'd like to just see images instead of this, then that's also cool. But yeah, also let me know if you do like these moving images, then I will keep doing that. Take care, guys. I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of the video. Have a good one. Bye.